Hello students, welcome back to your English grammar class. In our previous session, we started with the chapter present tense and we completed till exercise H. Okay, and today we will be continuing with the new topic interrogative sentence WH type questions ka sentence structure. Okay, so obviously the WH word, then am is are, subject plus verb in the fourth form, that is the ing form, and other words with what we will use are, were, is, who, am, when, are, and who, how, is. Okay, so the WH word plus am is are plus subject plus verb in the fourth form and other words. Let's see exercise I. Frame questions for the following sentence, following answers. Okay, these answers as answers given and we have to frame a question. In the first one we have to frame a WH question, and in the second one we have to frame a yes no type question. So WH question obviously starts with a WH word. It is raining heavily outside. So you have to frame your question in such a way that you should get this as your answer. So how is it raining outside? It is raining heavily outside. Makes sense? Okay, so now we have to make it into a yes no type. Yes, it is raining heavily outside. So when you're making a yes no type question, what comes before the subject? Yes, the helping verb. Is it raining heavily outside? And a question mark. Students, to keep a question mark is very important. That indicates that it is in a question form. Like for example, I am showing you the second one. The children are watching TV. Make a WH question. What are the children watching? The children are watching TV. Second one, yes, the children are watching TV. Again, what we will do, we will put the helping verb first, then the subject. So in this sentence, are is the helping verb and children is the subject. So are the children watching TV? Question mark. So this became your yes no type question. Students, you can try solving these on your own. Moving on to interrogative negative sentence. Interrogative negative, again helping verb, then subject, then not, plus ing to the verb plus other words. Generally in interrogative sentences, am, is, are, and not come together and their contracted form isn't and aren't. Like for the previous one we did for do and does, we did does and doesn't. Same way for am, is, are, isn't and aren't is used. Okay, that is the contracted form of is not and are not. Okay, see exercise J. Change the sentence into interrogative negative. He is doing his work. So this is a simple sentence and you have to change it into interrogative negative. So is the helping verb, so that needs to be put before the subject, right? So but to turn it to negative, like I told you that you can use the contracted form also. For here I have used the contracted form. Isn't he doing his homework? Okay, is came first, not we have used together, and isn't he doing his homework. See the second one. I am playing football. Again, I is the subject and am is the helping verb. What will happen when you are changing into a negative sentence? See, this is the different variation which I have shown, where I have not used the contracted form and use the not separately immediately after the subject. Am I not playing football? So this is converted into you have made an interrogative negative sentence, right? Similarly, the remaining ones you can try doing on your own. Starting with present perfect tense, we can connect a past action with the present time. When is this used? When we are connecting a past action with the present time, we use the present perfect tense. Okay, it is used to indicate an action that has just completed, like the match has just got over. To indicate an action that began in the past and it completed in the future, means something started in the past and now it is completed. so that also comes under present perfect tense. So basically the action started in the past and it is finished now, so it comes under present perfect tense. It indicates past events wherein time is not mentioned, like they have completed their homework. And the basic sentence structure is subject plus have has plus verb in the third form plus other words. Here the helping verbs have changed. Here we'll be using have and has and verb in the third form. So the affirmative sentence structure is like subject plus have has plus verb in the third form plus other words. With I we you and they we will be using have, and with he she we will be using has, and with everything verb in the third form. See exercise K. Change the following sentences into present perfect tense. The babies are crying. The babies have cried. Instead of are, we have replaced the are with have to make it into present perfect tense. The mother feeds her baby. The mother has fed her baby. This is we have used in the third form, and here also cried is the third form of the word cry. Try doing the remaining ones on your own. Moving on to the last topic for today, negative sentence. So this is a simple negative sentence structure that is given. Subject plus have has plus not plus verb in the third form and other words. Okay. So there is this short note to remember that do not use present perfect tense have has when there is a time phase, like last Sunday, this morning, last year. At that time we will not be using have and has. I have seen the Taj Mahal last year. That is incorrect. You have mentioned the time, okay, so you cannot use have over here. Here you have to see the second one. I saw the Taj Mahal last year. Correct. I have seen the Taj Mahal recently. This is also correct. Some adverbs and prepositions are associated with the present perfect tense. Example, always, since, never, often, for, etc. These are the adverbs which are associated with the adverbs and prepositions which are associated with the present perfect tense. Okay, see for example, I have often visited Kashmir. You have never played cricket. Let's see exercise L. Fill in the blanks with the present perfect tense of the verb given in the brackets. Then change the sentence into negative form. See the first example. My mother has dashed her clothes wash. So my mother has washed. We will be adding has and changing the verb into the third form to make it present perfect tense. My mother has not washed her clothes. This makes it negative. Okay, we have put the subject first, then has, and then not, and verb in the third form. The little girl dashed her finger. Cut. The little girl has cut her finger. So in the blank we'll be putting has to make it present perfect tense. The little girl hasn't cut her finger to make it into negative. Here we have used the contraction hasn't. Students, you all can try doing these remaining ones on your own. So your task for today is to complete exercise I, exercise J, exercise K, and exercise L. Students, I would also like you all to refer to the notes that is given over here, all the explanation part which is given right above the exercises, so that will give you a better understanding. And apart from that, if you all have any queries, you all can contact me. Okay, and I have already I'll be sharing a link of the explanation part, so kindly view that also. Thank you.